Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm back, it's me, Nudger, and I'm back because it's still Sunday and I'm doing a few comedy sketches now, like I said in the previous one, over the course of only at weekends. So I'll do, say, two sketches on a Saturday, two on a Sunday. So it'll work out okay. What I've done was I've already put one up, which is Julie Walters back in the 1980s doing Two Soups. So if you haven't seen that, I recommend you head over and take a look. And I've got a new one for you today. This is Steve Hughes. And Steve Hughes is an Aussie who is now living over here. I think he's living in London or Manchester, one of the two. But he's really cool and he's funny. So before I press play, just remember, guys, to hit up, do the honours, you know. So, yeah, there we go. Let's go full screen and let's do it. 3, 2, 1. Steve Hughes, baby.
Give all your love for the wonderful talents of Mr. Steve Hughes! All right. Thank you. The rest of you relax. I'm thinking the same thing looking at you people. So. You freaks. And don't worry, there's no need to buy a big issue off me, so you can relax. Which, by the way, I hope you're decent enough people to do buy the big issue, at least, you know, give some money to homeless people. I hope you're not those people that go, no, I only give my money to registered charities. That way, I know where my money's going. No, you don't. You're not morally superior, you're just gullible and conformist. I know exactly where my money's going, to this bloke with 3 socks and no shoes.
Yep.
And now it's going to the off-licence. It's perfectly acceptable as far as I'm concerned. Well, that's their big moral high ground a lot of the time, you know. You don't give these people money, no. They'll just spend it on drink and drugs. What do you think I was going to spend it on? Hypocrites. What kind of weird world do we live in where they go, don't associate with people less fortunate than yourself who have to live in the street, who have no money, don't help them out by having a conversation or giving them a few coins. Don't do that. Why don't you just send the money to us and we'll make sure they get it.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, it's wonderful to be. I'm from Australia, actually, although I have an English father, Australian mother. Some Scottish bloke said that makes me Welsh, so... Being in England for many years now, I understand, all of you, and myself included, we all have to live under the weird and oppressive regime of health and safety regulations. Which is very strange, isn't it? Because, you know... Remember in the old days, before health and safety? Remember when it was called common sense? Remember those days?
Yep.
Yeah. Many years ago, when you used to go, look, there's a great big deep hole. Will I step in it? No, I'll just walk around it like that. Oh, well, how'd you manage to learn to do that? Well, my parents taught me not to be a moron. And,
That is so true, isn't it? I mean, now you have to do health and, yeah, as he's saying, health and safety. You have to, like, certificates. You have to do, what do they? There's things that they call it now, silly names. That if you want to plug something in across the room and it's going to leave a lead, a method statement. That's it. You have to do a method statement of what you plan to do and write it all down. And oh my god, it's like, what the hell? Common sense. There's just no such thing anymore. It's just gone completely out the window.
I just kind of carried it on from there. See, the Dutch, they'll treat you like an adult. You're in Amsterdam. You're in a city. They sell pot. They sell mushrooms. There's trams. There's buses. There's cabs. There's push bikes with women, with kids strapped to the front of them. There's a road next to a canal. Is there a fence?
No.
No. No fence. England, there'd be a big sign, big fence. Don't go in the water. Don't ever fall in the water and drown. Don't go in. Amsterdam, is your bike wet? Yeah. Well, you're on the wrong bit, mate.
Can't lie. Yeah.
And then we have political correctness, which is the joy that is the other side of health and safety, which is health and safety, which is a small oppression of our physical movement, so we can't do anything without permission from the state. And political correctness is the oppression of our intellectual movement, so no one says anything anymore in case somebody else gets offended. What happens if you say that and someone gets offended? Well, they can be offended.
Exactly.
What's wrong with being offended? When did sticks and stones may break my bones stop being relevant? Isn't that what you teach children, for God's sake? That's what you teach toddlers. He called me an idiot. Don't worry about him. He's a dick. Now you have adults going, I was offended, and I have rights. Well, so what? Be offended. Nothing happens. You're an adult. Grow up. Deal with it.
Yeah.
I was offended. I don't care.
Yeah.
Nothing happens when you're offended. There's nothing. I went to the comedy show, and the comedian said something about the Lord, and I was offended. And when I woke up in the morning, I had leprosy. Nothing happens. I want to live in democracy, but I never want to be offended again. Well, you're an idiot. How do you make a law about offending people? How do you make it an offence to offend people? Being offended is subjective. It has everything to do with you as an individual, or a collective, or a group, or a society, or a community, your moral conditioning, your religious beliefs. What offends me may not offend you, and you want to make laws about this? I'm offended when I see boy bands, for God's sake. It's a valid offence. I'm offended. They're corporate shills posing as musicians to further a modelling career, and frankly, I'm disgusted.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So what am I going to do? Call the cops? Hello, it's me again. They're on the telly this time. 5 of them, that's it. Yeah, white suits dancing like girls, that's them. 5 minutes, I'll be out the front traumatised. Bye. And now we can't smoke anywhere either. No smoking. No. For our health. No, it's not. It's for control. No smoking. Can we still buy cigarettes? Of course. Where can we smoke them? Nowhere. Nowhere. You can smoke them in the woods under a blanket with a torch. Unless it's raining, then health and safety regulations do stipulate that. To think it's about health, it's not. It's about control. There's an easy way to understand this because the Irish were the first to stop smoking in pubs. Now, who saw that coming? Not the Irish. I'd love to have been there the day they told them. What? It's us. We're first. Come on. No. In pubs. But we live in pubs. I tried to give them up. I tried to give up cigarettes. I bought a book on addiction. It said apparently in this book, if you're addicted to something, when you give it up, you replace it with something else. Like a hobby. Huh? So I did a pottery course. Huh? Yeah, first day, everyone made ashtrays. It's a crap plan, you know. Very embarrassing after sex as well. You were great, baby. Yeah, I've made you a pot. Thank you very much. Have a brilliant night. Hope you enjoy yourself.
Oh, mate.
Well played, sir.
That was brilliant, wasn't it? Ah, he's so funny. Absolutely hysterical. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm going to be doing More from Steve Hughes, without a doubt. He's definitely on the list of more to do. There's going to be Peter Kay, Billy Connolly. There'll be so many. I like doing some of the classics as well. We'll do some TV shows. We'll do a bit of Mickey Flanagan, innit? Should we go out? Or should we go out? See, I can talk like that because I lived up the road from where he's from. Geezer's from Stepney. I'm originally from Canning Town. So yeah, with that, I hope you enjoyed it. And as I did at the beginning, guys, just remember one thing. Badoing. Yep, I've added it. Alright, I'll catch you later.